start. Fielded in the end zone. It's Butler. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. So Texas offense will be first on the attack. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Winston. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Fired in from the red zone for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Collins on a 5-yard touchdown.
Good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Reynolds. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Valentine. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Looking for room. It's Valentine. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Durant. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Going to the run, it's Durant. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Snagged in the middle, it's Reynolds. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends. Those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Quick handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for him.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play through the quarter.
Here comes the Texas offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. That's caught. It's Smith. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Back to throw. It's Owens. That's caught. It's Baxter. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on!
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The give. Nice move to pick up yardage. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's McCutcheon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might as well stick with him. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the grab. It's Valentine. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But with snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Hamilton. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Valentine. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback moving. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. With the catch, it's Valentine. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they're taking to the air, using his feet to buy time. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Smith. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Owens. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Reynolds. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looking for a gap. It's Valentine. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Valentine. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. And that one will give them the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Coming out with it, it's Butler. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Blasted as he lets it go.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Offense set on first down. Gonna run it. It's Baxter. Runs through the tackle.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Grabbed over the middle, it's Winston.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll send the back in motion. They'll throw on third and short. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Texas! He got him loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get... Oh, he's got some space! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Got the quick pass. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Can't get him to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Owens. Fires to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And he's brought down after a nice game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Baxter. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He'll take a deep shot here. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. We'll give them a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The run to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reynolds. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
When I'm in a tight game and it's a one-possession game, I do not want to put my defense on executing the third down, getting the first down, and now we're just going to play the tick, tick, tick game.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in